And we're joined by UBS's foreign exchange strategist, Siegenthaler. Now, Beat, thank you so much for joining us. Last week, you predicted that a Greek bailout would only happen in a matter of days. This has actually now had to be postponed also because of the ash cloud. How concerned are you that a Greek bailout will not happen soon enough?
Well, actually, on the bailout itself, I'm fairly confident, or even very confident, that it will happen, and that's why we've said as well that in the very short term we could see some bounce in the euro because positioning on the euro is very extreme. So we have short positioning, which we haven't seen for a long time, and which also maybe explains why the euro today, this morning, hasn't done more in view of all what's going on in global markets. So I think still, the bailout to materialize is still a question of a few days. There is, of course, the more longer-term issue of debt sustainability that was mentioned before.
But there's so much talk every day or every 2 days about someone leaving the euro, whether it be Greece, whether it be Germany. Is this really a possibility? And if we were to see something like that, what kind of levels would you see on the euro dollar?
Well, it's clearly a situation for the euro. The first time that it has been, or that it's being seriously challenged since its inception more than 10 years ago. So it is. We will have to see how the European or the Eurozone institutions react to that. I think it's premature at this point to talk of these issues that you have mentioned, but of course investors are very much focused on that, and that is the reason why the euro has struggled so far this year. I think the crucial thing is that the Eurozone cannot, well, first of all, it has to provide the short-term financing that Greece needs, and second of all, it has to put in place some more general framework that could be applied to other member countries.
And Beat, you really believe that there's going to be weaker risk appetite, but what we see with Goldman Sachs could actually widen here to Europe. How is that going to affect risk appetite on the dollar?
Yeah, clearly, I mean, the euro and the dollar have very different reactions to risk. So we've seen the euro suffering whenever risk aversion ruled on the markets, and the dollar the other way around. And I think that for the time being that will remain the pattern. The only thing, as I said, is that on the euro, the short positions are so strong that even with this new bout of risk aversion, the reaction has been relatively muted, which would suggest that if risk aversion were to ease, then we could see quite a bit of a short-term bounce.
Beat, thank you so much. Beat Siegenthaler there from UBS.